Alright, so I had a question about Fuyu Persimmons, and the question was, how do you peel and eat them? So today we're going to talk about how we like eating them. Also, we'll just talk a little bit about how to know when they're ripe, how to ripen them indoors. So that's what today's video is all about. Okay, so if you're going to be picking persimmons off of a tree, anytime that they're starting to turn orange, you can go ahead and pick them and bring them indoors, set them on your counter, and they will ripen up. So, for example, this one is pretty orange, but this side is a little bit green still. But it's totally fine if they are starting to turn orange at all. You can go ahead and pick them, bring them in the house, and they will ripen up in a few days. They're best when they just start to get a little bit soft. That's at least when I prefer them. You can eat them when they're completely hard, as long as they're all orange. If they're not all orange, it won't taste as good. You still can eat them that way, but all orange is going to be best. If you're picking them out at the store, same thing. You want them to at least be starting to turn orange. Sometimes at the store they get super soft. Remember, these are Fuyu Persimmons, so you can eat them when they're hard, and I don't prefer them when they're soft. If you're gonna eat a soft persimmon, might as well eat a hechia type persimmon, which is more of the tomato looking type. These are Fuyu, so they're flat. I don't even know what to call that. Kind of almost like a little miniature decorative pumpkin type shape. So that's when I would pick them, let them ripen up, turn completely orange. So like this is perfect for eating right now. It's all orange all the way around. This one's actually been sitting inside for a while, and if I squeeze it, it's just slightly soft, so it'll be nice and sweet inside. So once you have it at that stage, you will just wash it off in water, peel the petals basically of the flower off the top, and then sometimes there's some water damage under these petals. They'll be like black, which this one has a little bit. There'll be some black under there, so just peel these leaves off, and then with a knife you can cut the stem off as well as any black there. And then there's several ways that you can eat them. You can just eat them like an apple. They're really good that way. If you're making a decorative platter or you're heading to a friend's house with your persimmons, I prefer to slice them vertically. I have my hands full here. So after you take that stem off, vertically this way, about a 1/4 inch thick, and there's actually a diamond pattern inside the persimmon, which is really pretty, or a star pattern. A star pattern inside the persimmon, and it's pretty decorative, and when you line them all up it looks really nice on a platter. You can also just slice it up like sliced apples and eat them that way. That's what I usually do, just because it's easier and quicker. So some people, the person also asked about peeling. So not really necessary to peel. The skin is slightly tough, kind of like an apple, I would say, like a red delicious apple. They have kind of a thick skin. That'd be kind of like what a persimmon skin is. You could peel it. I don't think I ever have. I like it with the peel. Another thing you could do if you didn't want to eat the peel, you could slice it open and then kind of scoop the inside out. But again, I prefer just slicing and eating them that way. So, really good fruit. I highly recommend it. It is like about November 15th right now. We are here in Washington State, Zone 9, and we have been picking these for about a month. I can put some clips in here when we picked back in October, and there was going to be a hard freeze, like 23 or 4 degrees. So we picked a lot. Then we wrapped the tree in plastic because if these get too cold, like low 20s, it'll actually damage the fruit. So we wrapped the tree in plastic, put a lamp underneath, and that seems to have kept the fruit alive and fine. So then we've been picking every once in a while since that time, and behind me is our tree, and we still have fruit ripening. A lot of the leaves have fallen off, and you can see like these fruits over here, they're turning orange. We could take these in, but then if you look even down here, there's some that are basically still green. So even into late November we're getting fruit, which is pretty amazing because all the other fruits are done for the year basically. We have maybe a couple apples left. Garden is mostly done except for winter veggies, so it's pretty nice. Also, we don't have to spray this tree at all, don't have to fertilize it. We do prune it a little bit, although persimmons don't really need pruned either. One thing I would recommend, see this branch right here? It's coming out from up there, but then it comes out and it gets fruit on it, and then it just hangs straight down. So one thing I would recommend if you're growing a fuyu from a little sapling is make sure that the tree grows pretty high before you let it branch out, because those branches, once they get fruit, are going to hang straight down, and if it's too low they'll hang on the ground. So you want to have a pretty tall trunk before you let it start branching out. But this tree has tons of fruit on it for us. It's kind of a, one year it'll have a ton, and the next year we'll have a lot still. At least now when it's this big. This is the low year, and I would say we had, I don't know, maybe like 300. We've been eating a lot, and there's still a lot on there. Last year we had even more. So super nice tree, a little bit of hardly any work, and you get tons of fruit. So that's it for today. If you don't have a tree, go out and buy some Fuyu Persimmons. Try tasting them, they're really delicious. And then get yourself a tree. I will put a link in the description to the tree that we bought. You can mail order it, plant it in your yard, so you have persimmons every fall. Alright, that's it. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time.